One day. One day. Maybe I'll get back into League of Legends just for that absolutely beautiful, beautiful fucking character. I love Ornn's design. His loadout, it may be not as interesting, but at least his, like, passive. His ability to, like, craft things while in lane, while also providing upgrades for your outlets, that's a pretty cool feature. I like that. I like that. In a way, kind of sweet. Something that you probably abuse like crazy, but who knows? Who knows? For those who are actually keen, I actually did sell that beautiful 2 of those ruptures. Those things were selling for like $4.30, and I was like, alright, I gotta get those right now. Because I guarantee you that price is not sustainable. These things cost around $360 to make. They're not very good. So it's like, why in God's green fucking earth would you even try to sell it? Oh, look at that. Sold a bow for $430. Nice. Maybe. And then you see right there, it dropped like 40 coins. But it's actually going back up. It's actually on the rise again. It's actually a good time to probably make your money off those things. Gotta mine a few of those badges. I'm actually curious, how much do these things cost to make? Let's see, those whites are not really a big concern here. So let's see, right now it is... Let me actually get a document out here. Crossout. Let me see, how much are these things to make? So I need 6 units of 420 fucking blaze it. Or 3 and plus 3 units of the 3.25. And then, of course, these things. Oh, wow, the cabs are actually kind of expensive. So you need about 6 coins here for blues. So 3 parentheses 1.46. And then 2 of the 3.56. 3.56. And then 2 of these last ones here. 0.77. 0.77. So how much would that actually add up to be? How much do one of these beautiful items here actually cost? Let's actually pump out the calculator real quick. So 6 times 4.2. That's 25. Okay. And then get over here. 3 times 3.2. Oh, sorry. 3 times 3.25. So you get 9.7 there. 9.75. Okay. 3 times the 1.46. So then we get another 4.38. I accidentally typed in 28. I'd say if I had like a graphing calculator, this shit would be easy. Because at least then you could literally just plug in all of these parentheses and it would do it for you. But I'm too lazy to get mine from where the fuck ever it is. 2 times 3.56. 7.12. And then last one. Ba-ba-ba-bum. The only song that this Jeremy Soul dude did for the entirety of ESO, and it's probably the best song that actually exists here. 4.38 plus 7.12 plus the 1.54. So these things right now cost about 47.99 exactly, which is kind of nice. Nice number there. So about 48 coins exactly to make. So right now, they're actually reasonably cheap. They're actually reasonably cheap. Or rather, no, I should say, scratch that. They're reasonably expensive to make. I don't know what I was smoking there. Probably because, too, there's also just a limit on how many you can craft. They kind of just, like, fuck you over with that. And I can't get any of these for a long time. It's going to be a couple of months before they come out to faction workbenches. But there is literally no reason to make these while they're this high in price. Because these things will drop down to about 300 to 350. And these will drop down to about 2k. So right now you're losing hundreds of coins if you're crafting them. Not because you're wasting your resources. And two, just because it'll just get cheaper regardless. So right now, only thing good to make here. Actually, the Protector, strangely enough, actually a really shitty buy right now. No one wants the Protector for some reason. Which is strange, because out of all the limited angle machine guns, they are by far the best. Wait, what is the endurance on this? Yeah, it says higher endurance, but when you also have a potential of 20% resistance at any given time, that's pretty good. Not to mention, these things are smaller, so they can resist quite a bit of hitting. They can resist quite a bit of hitting. But to be fair too, the tacklers, you can also get those, and those are dirt cheap right now. At least comparatively. I still remember the days when tacklers were like fucking 700 coins a piece. So if you wanted to get anything, you're kind of shit out of luck. Let's see. The Crash Tester paint has such a high margin. Hilarious. Now, to be fair, a lot of these items have a really high margin. A loot container, too. Interesting. Why does the loot container have a profit margin of 300 coins? A loot container doesn't really hold any value, though. Ah, that's why. Let's see. Yeah. These are the loot containers you literally get every time you prestige. So, like, it makes no sense to have them such high in price. Alright. Let's see what else here has a good profit. The Carnivore. Darnie, what do you got here? Yeah, I can see that. That Carnivore has some nice profit margin. This is the one that actually does that projection. So it actually does look pretty sweet. Interesting. I wonder if I should put my bid in for that. Because literally, if I get one of those and sell it back, I make double profit. Of course, I'll make a little bit less due to the loss of... But I'm not too worried about that. The Thug. Interesting. 130 coins. And why the sticker, too? Yeah. Well, to be fair, a lot of these items have a high profit margin. The reason why they have a high profit margin is because nobody makes them. No one wants to. Yeah. And then by the third time I got over to the next page, nothing's gone on. I'll say yesterday, there was a really good profit margin with Icebox. Icebox was like selling for like 1,600. Yeah. It's bumped up to 200, 1,800 now, and the price has gone down another 100. So because of that, especially because of this idiot, the profit margin is down considerably. I mean, the thing is, too, okay, this is artificially lowered. That should be about 100 coins higher, and this should be about 200 coins lower. So literally, if this thing sells for 21, you'd pay 210 in taxes, you'd be down to about 119. You'd still make a 300 coin profit. It's just that there's two idiots on there, spending too much and selling for too little. Nah, they're probably just getting impatient. I know there are some people who get, like, buyer's remorse like crazy. So I can see that causing a big fucking kerfuffle. Let's see. Yeah, say fuck it. I need to get some ye old electronics here. I need to get these in for the rest of the day. Hey, and all my daily challenges are done too. I say, how much scrap then do we have left? Yeah, so I barely got anything. And I actually fixed up my Leviathan here. I got rid of all of the modules that could explode on the Leviathan. And see if that would help out. Because for one, it lowers the power score requirement, so you get more people. And then, on top of that, without having explosions, you're not terribly vulnerable to things like fire pools. So, interesting. So, hopefully it actually makes it. I mean, it actually won the last game, so... Actually, first time in a hot second. First time in a hot second. There we go. Keep that down there. Yeah, sorry for starting late today, too. Usually I get on a little bit earlier, but like I said, got home at around like 4, watched a few videos, and then we get started here. Apparently no one's complaining about the Capcan event anymore, or not the Capcan, the Night Riders event. And has said more concerned with the fact that high-end power score games are nothing but the... Fuck, what bots are those called? Like the Mandrake bots. And so I've never really found Mandrake bots to be terribly impactful. Because while sure they have some great accuracy and are quite annoying in their effective distance, I mean really they ram face so hard that it's actually kind of easy to get them. Take him down. Yeah, so these dudes are way faster than me, so I'm just going to sit here and try to get these as my only source of points. Because they all have machine guns, imps, and whatnot. Okay. 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 I say it's like... Come on, I'm just getting rub a little bit more than 2 brain cells together. They're just sitting there just like, what the fuck's going on, man? God. You know what I could try, though? I want to see if I could do Leviathan missions with this. Like, I know it probably wouldn't work out very well. It might. This thing does have a great amount of resilience. So I'm actually curious if, like, the bullet shield, tank shield here, actually keeps it up nice and hunky-dory. Okay, fuck off there, hippie. You're actually making it take longer. But I love how it's saying that I'm going like 50 kilometers an hour while this bot is struggling to climb a hill. Good maybe. I don't really know how to fix that. I think it's just a lack of legs or the weird just geometry of, you know, climbing. Here we go. Your penis privileges have been revoked. Let's see how this turns out. Literally all you have to do for this mission is stand around the car and just fire whatever gets close. That's all you need to do. Like, literally, if you stand in between the nomads firing, you can actually protect the car quite substantially. Here we go. Like, literally right here, they cannot shoot the car because I physically block it. So they have to target me, and the car stays completely safe. I think these guys get it. They're forming like a trusty Roman centurion line, or whatever the fuck that's called. They're called like a phalanx formation or some shit. I don't know. Anyone who knows their ancient Roman military formations, please hit me up. There we go. See, we got this. 74%. Got about halfway left. Ain't too bad. It's funny though to think that the time it takes to do this is the equivalent of doing a raid back when the game was a little bit more time conscientious. Take him down, you got it. I believe in you all. We're so good at do well. Ooh, actually, wait, what is the Leviathan mission? I don't have that on there. I do want to kind of try that, though. See if that's worthwhile. They say it's a great way to earn copper, which is in certainly high demand right now. So I kind of want to see whether or not that'll be a good way to earn it. I mean, you essentially get the same copper as a hard raid. However, I think it actually goes down to only 40 fuel. I'm actually surprised, though, Targem has not nerfed the living crap out of that. Because anytime anything in PvE becomes a good value proposition, it usually gets nerfed. That's why Steel Cradle, even though it's one of the longest PvE missions in the game, had its rewards reduced by like a third or a half, or something absurd like that. Because, like, yeah, even though there's a high chance of failure, and it takes you about 13 to 20 minutes to do this mission, We're gonna cut the reward short because fuck you. It's like they don't understand. They only see like the fuel resource. They don't understand. It's like, okay, what is the best value proposition for your time? Like, how much coin can you earn per hour? Because if you're just looking at like fuel cost to what you earn as like the value proposition, you kind of miss like the main thing people actually care about, and is how long does this mission intake me, and how much do I earn? Like, if you earn the same reward as a 6-minute mission, but you take 10, 15 minutes, no one's gonna do you. Like, no one wants to do frontier defenses and steel cradles unless you have a build specifically designed to handle both of those missions in really easy fashions. Like, if you have an anti-Leviathan build, it's like all retchers or all wasps, then really, steel cradle does make some of a good value proposition. But at that point, you're probably going to be doing, like, what is that called? Invasion missions instead. Because those actually make sense. Those don't take up your time. I don't know. It's weird to me the system is balanced around that kind of weird, contrived, like, aspect of it. Because in that game, does that mean, since there is 0 fuel cost to PvP missions, wouldn't that thus make it the best value proposition by like an infinite amount, since it costs you literally nothing to do, but you earn fuel and scrap rewards from it? Then at that point, they could justify then nerfing the rewards to that to basically patrol level or 0. But then they realize, oh yeah, these people are actually spending their time here. We should probably reward them for their time spent. But then it's like, okay, well if you recognize that, what the fuck's up with PvE? It's like they have weird, contradictory styles of thinking when it comes to this game. Now, maybe I can understand it if, like, the average time to complete for each one of those missions was the same. But, like, look at this shit. Frontier Defense, 13 minutes. This, 6 minutes, 7 minutes. This one was probably longer because I think me and this dude were searching for an invisible bot that was hiding in some fucking corner. 7 minutes, 7 minutes, 7 minutes, 8 minutes here for the last convoy mission, which is a little bit long. But, like, why? Why would you do any other mission? Would that make such a better value proposition? I mean, Frontier Defense and Steel Cradle both used to earn better profits. So if you could get 100% completion rate, you could at least get more mileage out of your fuel. But, no. Not really too much. They could be through family. Here we go. So let's try this. Let's try Invasion with this god-awful build. I want to see how it goes. Here, 1 second. Let me turn down that music so my voice is completely drowned out. Although I guess I could just turn down the settings for you. But the thing is, too, whenever there's music playing loudly, I kind of like put it inside my own mind. I think about it. And so at that point, I leave no space for actual talking. So like if I'm listening to music, I'll probably not talk at all, because I'll probably just have to straight up turn it off. Otherwise, my like speech patterns become completely fucking jarbled. Like I'm using a speech jammer or something like that. Well, then maybe I should do that. Maybe I should make that one of my... whatchamacallit? Maybe like make that like a stream event at some point. Speaking with a speech jammer. I mean, if you ever actually have used a speech jammer, which all a speech jammer is that you are basically speaking with a slight delay. So, you hear this slight delay, and it essentially just, like, fucks with your speech pattern. Because your mind's just trying to, like, okay, stop talking, you're hearing yourself, okay, now talk again, and then it just continuously goes back and forth. So you start jarbling your own words. I don't know if for some reason it actually causes that. I'm not sure if it's just some weird quirk of mine's. Hey, this place actually looks pretty sick. I mean, I do kind of find it funny. They have all these simple animations on the cloth. They literally are just doing like 2 flaps and then repeating that animation. I mean, the thing is, it's like not that... Hey, it's Kremzig. Hey, what's up? Literally, it's not that hard to put in cloth physics into the game. Like, cloth physics are, like, super rudimentary. Even shitty sports games like NBA 20K have that stuff. And I'll say this bot does not look like it has a lot of HP. There we go. And look at that, they're just using little boys too. Good shit. Somehow that's working. He's literally just picking it up. Oof. Did his little Skinner actually pop off? Here we go. Just take these off real quick. Let's see it. Not too shabby. Yeah, excuse me. There you go. Let me take that off you. Here we go. And see, look at that. That bumper absorbs so much damage. Like, that thing absorbed like 7 cannon shots. Although I'm not sure why this thing is handling so funkily. Now this thing is like skating around like crazy. And there's that other dude who's completely stripped. Cute. Ah, fuck. Okay, it actually did take off a gun. Oof. But I think we should be okay. Hey, see, let this clown card keep moving. Ah, shit. Okay, yeah, there goes my HP. It looks like I actually... Could I do that? Could I do a double layer of armor tracks? That honestly could work, but I would legitimately have 0 weight left over for the rest of my car. Because 3 caucuses, 2 armor tracks, 3 legs. Like, that right there alone is like 8,000 kilograms. So I'd have like 5 left over to haul my fat ass and frames. Yeah, it could work, but it would definitely have a minimal amount of HP. Especially if I decide to put on meat grinders. Nice. Laugh without worry. Okay. I'm curious how that dude remembers his username every time he logs in. Like, unless it's somehow significant, I could never remember. I think, like, what? They said human memory is good for about 4 random digits without any context. And to remember more than 4 digits requires, like, extensive study, essentially. Ah, you're the one here that's causing the big issue. There we go. Not too damn shabby. I almost think his HP is actually getting decked because they just shoot the top of it. 1 second. Here we go. I'm just trying to bob and weave. I am trying to bob and weave. No! Mikar! Oof, okay. Let's see what the other people do. And see, let me see if that's a harpy cabin. No, it's a humpback. Okay. And flipped. He must have shot too far forward. Oof. Oh, so close to. But I think he's using a lot of repair kits. The issue is I never use repair kits. So that's like my big issue with invasions. Is that... Again. Oh, 1 second. There's a dude on the phone for some reason. I don't understand how this fucking conversation keeps going on. It's literally just about, like... What is it even called? It's about, like, patrol missions and how much they're worth. Alright, you got this. You got this. I believe in you, little boy. And he's got the harpy, too, so it actually does do decent damage. Yeah, see, look at that. 2 shots, 600 damage. It's about as much as the... I'll say, which one do I use? I use 3 Avengers on spider legs. But the thing is, 3 Avengers with a Colossus engine, holy shit. The reload speed on that thing is ridiculous. Literally, by the time a 88 can shoot twice, I can shoot about maybe 4 or 5 times. Again! Every time! He literally just keeps getting beat. Oh, shoot that armor pack. Let's see if you can pop that, you'll instantly kill him. Oh, yeah, because it's right on top of the generator, too. Okay, not instant kill, but pretty good. Let's say it actually might be better for him on that build just to get like a couple of drones. I feel like that would help out considerably. Like get some Cobras or something. There we go, you got it. Yeah, say that was actually completely useless because this dude had it all that point. Bonk. Good shit. Nice. I most certainly did not deserve that top position. I made no fucking resources there. Let's see though. 150 copper for 40 fuel. So what is 150 copper worth? It's 3 plus half of that, so that's a 1.5 125. So it's a lot of decimal places. So we can just round it up to like 5. Okay, yeah, it's actually worth it still. It's still worth it for its fuel consumption. You get about double your fuel back. Not to mention you get the little coupons, but the coupons don't do anything. Like, you can sell these things and they're essentially worthless. Here. Get rid of those. I almost just feel like at some point they would actually, they say value 1 coin. Fuck yeah, dude. Yeah, somehow 10 of these is theoretically worth 10 coins according to this coupon. But if you actually take a look at here, look at that. A solid 0.22. 1/5 of what its actual value should be. It's actually the same thing with a Remy. What is it? Let's see, what are you? It keeps saying it's worth 999, but the price keeps going down on it because no one wants it. Which is strange, because I feel like Icebox with 2 or 3 of those, not too bad. Hey.
Yesterday you would hate, but now you got all my songs in your playlist. Go shit back, gotta say it's funny. I'm on my show like a old days. Beating my car, hey, I got enough on my plate. All of my game is sassy. We don't care if you say shit. All over my some snake skin. All over looking like sassy. All of my game is sassy. We don't care if you say shit. All over my some snake skin. All over looking like sassy. Even it's so care, I'm a ghost rider for your favorite rapper. I'll give you 200 if you want some action. Then you can find me at the end of this dagger. I'm walking slowly, I'm over and convert. That's cause my dick is too heavy. I'm making the finest German with more tongue. Call me Daddy Dunbarry. All of my game is sassy. We don't care if you say shit. All over my some snake skin. All over looking like sassy. All of my game is sassy. We don't care if you say shit. All over my some snake skin. All over looking like sassy. All of my gang is sassy. I'm quite sexy. I'm sensing jealousy. Hey, all of my gang is sassy. I'm an DC bitch. You ain't laying me. Hey, all of my ball is sassy. What? All of your gang is for layaway. Hey, I got cheddar. I ain't rich. I ain't worried about it. Bitch, ladies and gentlemen, you're about to witness a proud moment. Hey, what? Boss ship. I got a 4 chip chapel of Anvil. I'm making profits. Life is a gamble. You're on the prison ship. Welcome to Morrowind. Hey, this is where they want you. Bitch, head down to the dock, the census office. All of my gang is sassy. We don't care if you say shit. All over my some snake skin. All over looking like sassy. All of my gang is sassy. We don't care if you say shit. All over my some snake skin. All over looking like sassy. All of my gang is sassy. We don't care if you say shit. All over my some snake skin. All over looking like sassy. All of my gang is sassy. We don't care if you say shit. All over my some snake skin. All over looking like sassy. All of my gang is sassy. All of my gang is sassy. All of my gang is sassy. Little beat type beat. Hey, I got fast travel. Looks like I'm going places. Tell Bonnie I just heard. I'm always levitating. You wanna be obsolete? Hey, do yourself a favor. Look the other way. Stay in my good graces. I can sit to your wife, sit to your brother too. King of the underworld, my lad Balmora Blue. You try to fight back, I expected more of you. King of the underworld, my lad Balmora Blue. Welcome to Jim's Fair, right on a carousel. You say your kiss is magical, you don't know how to spell. You look sick as post, cause you're leaving on me. But I'm losing the chance, I'm retrieving on it. I can sit to your wife, sit to your brother too. King of the underworld, my lad Balmora Blue. You try to fight back, I expected more of you. King of the underworld, my lad Balmora Blue. Hey, got my war with me, got a war with me.
Alright, well, I think something actually came up here all of a sudden. I don't know why that shenanigans actually did, but I'm actually gonna have to cut this short, unfortunately. I think I may have to actually, let's see. I could potentially stream later on, but it would be like really late at night, and it'd only be for like another 2 or 3 hours, but you know what? That's just how it is sometimes when you're a streamer that's also doing work on this side. It can't be like one of those dedicated, like, fucking Fortnite ninja streamers that can stream for... Somehow they can stream for 10 hours a day. I don't know how the fuck they do that. That would tire the absolute living crap out of me. Would tire the absolute living crap out of me. That, like, playing the same game, too. I mean, the dude plays in Fortnite like crazy. Although I suppose when you're surrounded by 60,000 people, it probably doesn't get that hard to play the same game indefinitely. But that's just my lecturing. I think, yeah, well, I'll, you know what, I said I'll stream today, and, you know, I'll continue it later on tonight. So I want to thank you all for joining me. I'll be back in about probably 2 or 3 hours, and then we'll continue on from there. So I'll, yeah, I guess I'll just let you know in Discord if that actually happens. Which it should, unless, like, an absolute another snowstorm hits this place like a wrecking ball, and we'll give it a try. We'll give it a try. So I want to thank you all again for stopping by real quick for this nice 30-minute endeavor, and I'll see you in a couple hours. Bye-bye.